So I'm Carl, and this is
Patrick.
Together are running the London Marathon 2022, and Patrick is trying to
break a Guinness World Record.
exactly.
Patrick! Yes, mate, keep going! Yes, big guy! Patrick! Paddy! Paddy! Yes, mate, come on!
So when Patrick first told me that he wants to complete the London Marathon in under 3 hours and 18 minutes from a previous year's time, 4 hours and 55 minutes,
Yes. So no, it's insane.
I was thinking, yeah,
Yeah.
you're mad.
Absolutely bonkers.
But that's kind of mad that this world needs, and if you are going to put in the work to break that record, and even if you, there's so many upsides from aiming for a goal like that. Not only is it incredible as obviously you get the record, but even in just striving for it, training for it, that in itself is just fantastic. And when Patrick told me that, I was like, yes. And just talk to us a little bit about what that actually means. When you say wheelchair, because obviously you've got elite wheelchairs and elite athletes, but just explain a little bit about what that means.
Well, there are the ones designed one are for the marathons and one are Paralympics and stuff. But the chair I will be using is just a ordinary day chair.
Okay, so your Paralympic ones, which obviously like professional.
Yes.
You got some ones built for marathons and long distance, and then you've literally just got an ordinary wheelchair with an extraordinary user in it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So not only am I going to be coaching him, but I'm also going to be running with him in the London Marathon, and together we're going to get a time below 3 hours and 18 minutes.
Yes.
Yes.
We are.
Why are you doing it? Why have you set this goal? And what's the reason for trying to break this record?
Well, so firstly it's because it is because I'm a bit balmy.
You're a bit balmy.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we all know that one out.
Yeah. But it's also I've been told I can't walk, I can't do this all my life. And it's like, no. But yes, it is like that though. I've been told. So just like that, I got told that so I wouldn't be able to talk or walk or eat.
Yeah.
And
so you're doing this to obviously prove that.
Yeah.
There's a hell of a lot of things you can do.
Yeah.
And it's about inspiring people, isn't it? Like, you're told you can't do something.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've known you, so I've known Patrick all my life. Patrick's 2 days younger than me. Our mums were midwives together, and we've been family friends all our lives. And knowing you all your life, you've just gone after it.
Yeah.
You've just, there's nothing which has really ever held you back or stopped you.
No.
Which is one of the things that I absolutely admire about you. And I think this marathon record breaking adventure is just testimony to that. And I think there's so much that obviously everyone can take away from that. And there's a real message here, which is you can literally do whatever you set your mind to.
Yes.
And I think that's what it's all about. And mate, that's just so inspirational. Like, genuinely, that is, I don't think you realise it either. And I think this is one of the reasons why we obviously want to train to break this record. We obviously want to get as much awareness raised as possible, not just for Patrick or cerebral palsy or Tree Law School, but just in general, what one person can achieve if you set your mind to it.
So much.
Well, we're going to do it.
Yes, we will.
We're going to train our fucking socks off.
Yes.
And we're going to give it everything.
Yes.
At the doorbell. Mate, I think that's a pizza.
Oh,
Go!
pizza!
Go.
Woo!
Don't kill yourself. So, tell us, what's your motivation for? What are we raising money for? Talk to us a little bit about that.
Well, we're raising money for Trelaw Roma College, and Trelaw's is the base in Alton, and it's for disabled people.
What kind of age?
So kindy, garden age, all the way to.
You're 25, isn't it? Yeah, kindergarten 25. And Patrick is as a classroom support assistant.
Yes.
Tell them what you said earlier about what you see in the space of a year.
So they go from being I'm a shy and not very talkative in September. But then as the year progresses, excuse me.
We'll edit that out. We won't edit that out.
Oh no, please do.
So yeah, they go from being really shy when you first see them in September.
And they become confident by the summertime.
That is what we're raising money for Trelaw School, who do such incredible work for young disabled people. Patrick is a classroom support worker, and he sees firsthand what this school does for these young children, and obviously Patrick plays a first-hand role in that, and we really want to further help them by raising money and running the London Marathon on behalf of Trelaw School.
Carl, why are you doing this?
I think for me, one of the toughest memories I have in my life was when I was at university. I was a personal carer for a man with quadriplegia, and this guy was absolutely awesome. He was so full of life, full of energy. Quadriplegia is where you don't have the use of all four of your limbs. So he was in a wheelchair, and he operated that wheelchair using his mouth. He could speak, he was mentally perfect, but he just couldn't use his limbs. And this guy was so full of energy, full of life. He was so positive. He made everyone around him happy, and I learned so much from him and being his personal carer for 2.5 years that it really left a lasting impression on me going forward, and how I need to be in my life, where I have so much and I've been given so much and I have so much ability. And one of the hardest memories I have was I was in my final year at university, and I got a call to say, you need to come to hospital because you should come and see Jeff. And I arrived down in hospital, and as I walked into the room, the doctor walked in, and literally as I arrived, the doctor said, I'm really sorry, Jeff, but we can't operate and you're going to die. And I remember just not knowing what to say or do in that moment, when you literally hear someone being told they're going to die, let alone someone I'd cared for 2.5 years. And his mum burst into tears. There's nothing more the doctor could say. Jeff was obviously in stunned silence, and even then he still found that sort of life to say something positive in return, which is just incredible. But unfortunately, Jeff did die a few days later, where they couldn't operate. And so for me, this journey is about the time I spent as a carer, the lessons that I learned from Jeff as a positive, energetic man in his 40s who couldn't even use his body properly, but still found a will to be life of the party. So raising money for Trelaw School, who help and support young disabled people, that's my motivation.
Yes, I'm gonna start crying now. It's like, so like, I don't want to cry so like every week, please, but
God damn.
God.
That should make you cry.
Yes, so that it was like very moving. That's all.
So we could really, really use your help in getting over the mark. Obviously, Patrick wants to break the record of the fastest person to complete a marathon in a normal wheelchair, and that means he's going to have to do it in under 3 hours 18 minutes. I'm going to be coaching Patrick, I'm going to be running with Patrick, and together we're going to be training our socks off in order to make this happen. And on our journey to breaking that record, we want to raise awareness of cerebral palsy, for disabled young people at Trelaw School, and just generally the difficulties that people with a disability go through on a daily basis through our training journey. And we would love it if you could support us by any means possible. If you want to donate, we have a Just Living? If you want to donate, we have a Just Giving link, and we would really appreciate even just the cost. Buy us a drink by donating a £5. Buy us a beer to say, good on you lads. That would be amazing. But even if you can't donate for whatever reason, just to share, a follow, talk to your mate about the journey, say look at these lads, look at what they're doing, that would help us enormously. So stay tuned, it's going to be one hell of a ride.
Yep.
But we got this.
Yes, we do.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay, stop.
Job done.